This is the BMW X4, and as you can see, it's a high-riding SUV that thinks it's a coupe. But can a cross between an off-roader and a sports car really work? To find out, we're going to consider three key areas: how practical it is, what it's like to drive, and how affordable it is to buy and run. First things first, take a look at this roofline here, because it's a big part of what makes the X4 different to the X3 on which it's based. But what does it mean for boot space? It is a bit smaller than an X3 back here, and if you've got a dog, having these sort of hard parcel shelves rather than retractable one can be a bit of a pain. But it's a nice square space, which is good for those cases and baby buggies, and these back seats fold completely flat, which is good for those trips to Swedish furniture stores. That dent in practicality is carried through to the back here. I'm 5'11", and as you can see, my head just about brushes the ceiling here, although there is plenty of legroom. And these outer seats are also really comfortable, although the central perch here is so narrow, it's only really suitable for short journeys or small bums. All X4s are well equipped, with heated leather seats, climate control and sat-nav coming as standard. And as with other BMWs, you control most of the functions through this iDrive system, which is really slick to use. And there are plenty of cubby holes in which to store your belongings. For practicality then, the X4 scores 7 out of 10. If you want an X4, then you're going to have it with a diesel engine. The range starts with a 2-litre manual model, but we're testing the 3-litre and boy is it fast. The four-wheel drive X4 has also been designed to be more fun to drive than your average SUV. So you get things like this rocker switch here, which you can put into sport mode, which sharpens up the throttle and adds more weight to the steering. In fact, it handles really well and is very agile for such a big car. It's really quite good fun to drive. But it's also easy to drive when you want it to be. On the motorway, the steering comes firmer to make the car feel more stable, while when you're parking, it goes lighter again to make it easy to manoeuvre. There are, however, some pretty significant blind spots, and the rear screen is on the small side, which will make you grateful that parking sensors come as standard. All in all, it's a great car to drive, but not the easiest to park. 8 out of 10. On to affordability, and it won't surprise you to hear that the X4 is not a cheap car. The range starts from about £36,000, and compared with an X3, it's about £3,500 more expensive on a like-for-like basis. BMW's diesel engines, however, are among the cleanest around, so it's actually quite cheap to tax, and the residual values are really strong, which makes leasing costs quite reasonable. All in all then, not the cheapest car to buy, but you can make the numbers stack up. For affordability, it gets 8 out of 10. What to make of this sporty SUV? Well, it's certainly great fun to drive, and it feels like a premium product. However, those sporty looks do compromise the practicality, and it's quite a bit more expensive than the X3 on which it's based. All in all, it gets a very solid 8 out of 10. For more videos like this, subscribe to the Telegraph Cars YouTube channel here, and for more car reviews, don't forget to check out the Telegraph Cars website by clicking here.